Are you a veteran looking to buy your first home or buy another home, or you're looking at what are the things that you qualify for with your home loan? Stick around, we'll get right at it. Welcome back. Today we're going to cover the six things having to do with VA home loans. There's six, I call them benefits, just things you need to know, right? So let's jump right into it. This should be a fairly short video for everybody. The number one thing to know about VA home loans is a lot of them, if not all of them, come with no down payment or private mortgage insurance, PMI. This is a really big deal. This can save you thousands up front trying to save up for a house. It's always good for you to save up some money and put some money down. It's absolutely something you want to do, especially with today's rates. But you don't have to. There are no down payment programs out there. Make sure you stay in something that you can afford, because that'll be critical. Number two, competitive interest rates. This is a yes and no, just to be completely honest with you. I have not seen that much of a difference in the interest rates between a VA and a conventional loan. In all honesty, I just haven't. The thing about having the VA loan is that you get that no PMI needed, and all of that stuff comes into play when you're looking at how much money you got to jump onto right away when you're buying a home. So remember that competitive interest rates are one of those things. Do your homework, find the good competitive VA rate. A good mortgage broker will be able to help you a lot with that. Number three, limited closing costs. VA home loans, they cap the amount a veteran can be charged for closing costs. Now, obviously, this is going to vary based on cost, price of the house, how much you put down, etc. What you can get the seller to pay for, quite honestly, and pay attention to that. It can save you thousands of dollars up front. So look into that. Make sure you cover that with your mortgage broker, the limited closing costs. Number four, flexibility and credit requirements. There are credit score requirements for VA loans. There's absolutely no way around that. There's a credit scored requirement if you want to buy a piece of candy almost these days. So make sure you get your credit score up at least into the mid 600s, close to 700 or better would be best. But make sure that you're up in that range before you go looking for a home, or your interest rate's going to go skyrocketing. But make sure that you look at the VA versus conventional. In this case specifically, I think you'll find a lot more flexibility with VA rates or VA requirements for your credit than you will with conventional. So make sure you pay attention to that. Number five, reuse and assumability, and I'll explain those differently. Reuse. I've bought 2 homes with my VA home loan guarantee. And so my first home I bought several years ago, and then we went and we sold it, and we bought another house, and in the same transaction we were able to sell, take my VA guarantee, apply it to this new house since it'll be my primary my primary residence, and we were able to get that guarantee, get that no mortgage insurance, and all the stuff that goes along with it. We were able to reuse it. The other side of that is assumability. If I sold the house that I live in now to another veteran who had a home loan eligibility with the VA, that veteran could assume my loan, which means they'd get a heck of an interest rate, which is why I'm not selling my house right now, quite honestly. So keep that in mind when you're looking. Find out if the find out if the current homeowner is a veteran, if they're using a VA loan. If they are, see if you can get some assumability out of it. That may help a whole lot, quite honestly. Number 6, the final one, foreclosure avoidance assistance. Unfortunately, this happens. sometimes veterans get into the tough spots just like everybody else. You'll lose a job, you get laid off. Money's it's bouncing up on you. You have a huge medical bill coming up, etc. Normally the VA will help you with that. But you have to have certain things that you have to qualify for it in certain ways. But make sure that you look into that. If you are facing foreclosure as a veteran, get out to your VA, talk to them, get to a VSO, get to a VA rep, try and find a VA lawyer, anything you can do to try and make sure you see if you qualify for that foreclosure assistance. I don't want to see any veterans on the streets anymore. I'm sick and tired of homeless veterans. So anyways, those are the top 6 things that I could think of to talk about with home loans for the VA home loan program. Please comment below if you have any comments for me. If I missed anything that you think is super important here, please put it down below in the comments. Like, share, and subscribe. All those things help me get this out so that it reaches more and more veterans. Thanks, y'all. Take care of each other. See ya.